Hello, my name's Artemis, and it's absolutely no secret at all that furries fucking suck, both metaphorically and also literally. And don't pretend that we're not actually that bad. Don't go sitting there thinking, oh, but it's okay, really. So you know we're a fucking mess most of the time, for God's sake. And quite frankly, I just don't feel like I've gone over that point enough. I don't think I've hammered that nail home quite yet. So fuck it, here's another video about why we're all a bunch of stupid bastards, apart from me. So here's one massive point about why furries fucking suck. The whole tendency to completely blow something out of proportion and just make it one massive bitch fight, rather than actually sit down like adults and think, this is a problem, maybe we should find a solution to it. It's ironic, for a community that is so focused on its adult content, it has absolutely no adult aspects to its thought process. I mean, honestly, how many times have we seen furries that are just basically going out of their way just to start an argument and get offended? It's insane, for fuck's sake. I mean, there are people whose whole goal in life seems to be, okay, they're having a conversation. What can I get pissed off about in that? I mean, it almost feels like you can't even post simple words anymore. Like, let's say you can't even post the word die without some snowflake basic motherfucker deciding, oh, but you're telling me to commit suicide because you posted a 3-letter word. Honey, that word has a different meaning in different parts of the fucking world. You go over to Germany, you're gonna have a bad time, okay? Because they don't use it the same way we do, but that doesn't mean they're trying to get you to kill yourself. Welcome to the world. People say stuff without actually wanting to affect other people. Learn, and you might get on better. And even beyond that, look at most of the arguments that people go to war on. How many people are just sitting there thinking, okay, we need to fix this solution. What can we do? What rational, logical situation can we bring in that is the meeting of both parties? You know, you have an issue, right? Where can we meet in the middle so that everybody's happy? How many people have you seen doing that? It's absolute fucking zero at the end of the day. Most of them are just sitting there, picking a side and thinking, this is the hill I'm going to die on today. They'll listen to whoever has spoken up first, whoever has the best cry face, whoever's like, oh, but they're being mean to me. Right, okay, everybody else's argument is suddenly invalid because you look upset and fuck it. I'm not going to recognize there are two sides to a story. What would be the point of that? Too often they've already made up their fucking mind when this shit gets started and nothing's going to change it and it just becomes basically a bitch fight, which, I mean, I don't know, they're pretty fun most of the time. I mean, who doesn't like arguing a point? That's half the reason most of us are here anyway, right? So ultimately, it just feels like furries need to grow a fucking thicker skin and learn some fucking accountability, almost, you know? Learn that, oh, okay, I'm not going to get on with that person. I don't agree with their viewpoint. But that doesn't mean that I have to be an absolute cunt about it, get it all in their face and tell them they're wrong. No. I'd probably just leave them alone. I'll go over here with the other people that I do get on with. Hey, maybe if we all did that and stopped getting involved in other people's shit, we would all be a bit happier. That almost makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, maybe we can get there. Oh wait, yeah, that whole making sense part, that doesn't really seem to fit in with this fucking community, does it? Fuck. Okay, I get it. Rule 34 is a thing, it's real, it's inescapable from any one or thing, but Jesus Christ, furries are really pushing the boundaries on what is and is not sexual these days. I mean, there is literally nothing that these people will not get turned on by, and no, I am not going to test that theory, okay? I am not opening myself up to that shitstorm. I mean, Jesus, people probably get turned on by shitstorms, for God's sake. Like, literal, no, I'm not even going to explain it, that's just, And I mean, just being around for the short amount of time I've been here, I've seen everything from your run-of-the-mill BDSM stuff to, you know, your oddly specific foot fetish material. And no, I don't mean me. I'm a good boy. And then right up to things like nostril fetishes, and then the really fucked up stuff like, you know, and then the people who really like to, and then there's the disgusting fuckers who just like the, and you know, the, and then, I think I've shamed myself by saying that out loud. And while there is absolutely nothing wrong with having these kinks and interests, and, you know, it's scientifically proven that you can't control what does and does not turn you on. I mean, at the end of the day, having a fetish is in many ways the same way as being gay. It's not a choice, it's something you're born with. It's something that is coded within your DNA. You can't avoid that, but, I mean, at what point do we decide that it's not only socially acceptable, but actually socially encouraged to be as open and brazen about all of this shit as humanly possible? And there seems to be literally no distinction between the two either. You get people who are posting lovely cutesy stuff like, oh, look at my cute fursuit. Oh, look, cute little pose. Okay, lovely. And then suddenly, bang, more fetish stuff that you can shake a silicon dragon dick at. And that lack of a disconnection is fucking bullshit. I mean, can you imagine liking something because it's cute? Can you imagine just being like, oh, this is a thing that I like. I like this. This interests me. It's part of who I am. But I don't find it sexual. It's just a thing I like. But having an entire community of people who just routinely jack off over it, anytime you share anything about it or even admit that you like it, suddenly you are just, oh yeah, he's one of them as well. It's not like that. Some people are just good. Some people just don't do that sort of thing. But seriously, I think it just needs to be kept to acceptable areas, and people need to learn that it's not going to interest everybody and that not everybody's going to get turned on by it. And seriously, please, everybody just needs to learn that you can like something and not have it sexual, okay? Not everybody gets turned on by stuff. Us asexuals like things too, okay? We like things as well, but it's not lewd, it's not sexual, we don't do that, we don't do it, it's just... I just like paws because they're cute. I'm a good boy. I'm not lewd. Don't tar me with the fetish brush. I don't want to be lewd. Okay, hear me out before you go all Tumblr social justice warrior on my ass for this one, but okay, first of all, the fandom is a very accepting place. I mean, gay, straight, anything in between, everything outside of all that, wonderful. Welcome to your home. We will accept you with a loving embrace and a hug because you are welcome here. Transgender, yeah, brilliant, perfect. You actually fit our ethos quite a bit, to be honest, becoming what you really are. Wonderful, we have places for you. Fuck it, do you actually believe, do you live your life as if you are a mythical dragon trapped inside the body of a human? Okay, yeah, maybe not everyone's going to agree with it, but there is a place for you here. You can find a home and be welcomed. But there is a fucking limit, okay? Like, some things are just unacceptable. Some things we shouldn't sit back and go, oh, that's okay, that's just his opinion. No, the opinion is wrong. It is misguided and founded in bullshit. It is not acceptable for you to air out your racist views, your homo and trans phobias, all of your horrible fucking misguided, narrow-minded little bullshit opinions and just say, well, you're supposed to be accepting, so you have to accept me for that. No, a wrong opinion is still a wrong opinion, regardless of what community it is in, okay? And I know people are probably going to kick off at this one, but no, quite frankly, there are some issues we do not need to be accepting of, okay? Because the rest of society isn't, for a good fucking reason, okay? There are some things that we shouldn't be saying, okay, as long as they're not hurting anybody. No, those actual opinions and views and spreading them is hurting society as a whole, okay? That's what the furry raiders and shit are doing. That's what all the racists are fucking doing, okay? That is stopping social cohesion from happening correctly. And we shouldn't just stand there and go, okay, I guess that's okay. I'm just going to turn my back on it. No, don't go looking for a fucking fight, but Jesus Christ, don't go defending these bastards, okay? They want to do that shit, they can fucking see what happens when you are that fucking misjudged and narrow-minded and, a cunt. And it even goes beyond social issues, okay? It goes into the more lewd. Like, for instance, those of you that think that bestiality is a good thing and should be welcomed, you need to get some professional help. Like, I'm not going to stand here and make jokes about it, okay? Because I don't need to, because you are honestly just in desperate need of some professional help, because that shit's completely fucking wrong. And those of you that think that cub porn is anything more than just masking your paedophilia, you need to seriously get some help, because in your little line of work, in your little line of interests, you are seconds away from losing everything in your life, because that is one subject nobody fucks around with. Okay? And I mean, I get it. The world is a horrible, nasty, judgmental place that stops you being what you want to be. And hey, if this community can accept you wanting to be a big, blue, fluffy dog, then surely they can accept everything else as well. I mean, yeah, pretty much, but there is a fucking limit, and you need to learn what exactly is supposed to be accepted and what you need to work on and develop a bit more. And quite frankly, you cannot rely on this atmosphere of acceptance to dig you out of the hole of being just a horrible human being. Jesus, well, isn't that the million-dollar question? In many ways, I don't think we can. I think a lot of the problems is this community is so varied in its age range and the actual type of person that we have that it's mostly just a clash of different people in different parts of their development. You've got people who are like this far along the path, people who are this far along the path, but these people are older. So we've got such a melting pot of so many different people, it's just inevitable that we're just going to have a smash, a sort of melding of people that don't quite 100% fit together, but it sort of works. And it's fine, but that means that we do get issues like this. Like, you will have people who have opinions on certain things and are trying to, educate themselves, but then out come the little dickheads who decide that's a good point to get triggered. I mean, quite honestly, a lot of these problems come about from the fact that it's just a mix of people. And if we've learned one thing in our lives, is that people are assholes. So yes, maybe if people learned a little bit better restraint and used their judgment a bit better so they didn't jump to conclusions so much, then maybe, just maybe, we might stand a chance of sailing just a little bit closer to sanity. But, I mean, when you really think about it, does that even sound like something that's possible for this community? And even if it was, what the fuck would I take the piss out of anymore? Okay, yeah, don't change a thing, okay? I need video material. Keep being assholes.